What's up, you guys? Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Telia Austin, and I told you guys I was going to be posting another video about me reading my books. I've been writing books for the past couple years now, ever since I was at least, I'll say 8 years old, and I have never stopped since then, so I'm gonna say at least 11, 12, maybe 13 years from now, I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure. But, I want to share my books to you guys, to let you know my thoughts, and to let you know about my books and whatnot. If you want to buy one of my books, it'll be right under, the under the description. Just, slide up and, you'll see it. It's called Lulu.com. And I already have my other book published, but you have to be 18 years old to actually buy it, because the other book is called The Hole, and it tells about basically a love story. It's really good, and, if you want to check it out, you can. Just have a legal guardian to actually go and buy the book. It's really much cheaper than you would on Amazon, and besides, you'll be helping me and benefiting me on my journey. So yeah. Also, before I get into the story is really intense. I'll be posting every 2 weeks, so if you want to see my new upcoming videos, I'll be posting every Tuesdays and every Thursdays. So, just so you know, if you don't have time to watch them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can watch them anytime you want. They'll be always posted on my channel, and you can just go under and find me from right under there. But this story is really, it's kind of sad, but it also has some little laughters here and there, so if you turn out and giggling, that's a good thing, because I don't want my audience to be crying at the end. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Any ideas, let me know. And, I tend to get started. And again, the story is called Amy. It won't be on Lulu.com, but it will be published soon. So if you really want to go and buy the book, as soon as I finish this book, I will, you'll be able to get it, and I'll be able to publish it as soon as I can. So, if you haven't, subscribe, like, and let's get started. A time when life mattered and chaos began in just one simple, civilized home, and that home is mine. The name's Amy Foster. I was born and raised in Sterling, Illinois, with my 3 brothers, Jacob, Sam, and Ethan, and my mother and father, William and Maria Foster. My father was a good man, kind, courtesy towards others. He did not stop loving us, nor leave us like any deadbeat dad. My mother has been with that man since high school, and got married and had us, of course. I was so close to him, and he was like the best friend I've ever had, until he died. The year of 2010. It was March, but it felt chilly whenever it rained. It was that kind of day where you didn't want to do anything and just plain out tired, like you've been hibernating for 30 years. I shook off my tiredness when I hit the showers, but everyone else, even Dad, didn't want to get up. The time was 7 a.m., but we had to be out of the house by 8 a.m., because that's when school started. Ethan and I came running downstairs, grabbing whatever we could to find, and leaving out the door. Mom and Dad could have dropped us off, but I was in a hurry, and the time was 7:40. Ugh. As I got to school, I looked for my friends on the top floor, where our classes were. My friends were Gigi and Josh. As we normally hanged and chatted like we knew each other forever, I came home to pain and sadness. I'm home, I yelled, thinking that if anyone was home. I walked to the dining room, seeing Mom next to a pile of tissues. Mom, why are you home? I asked. Her face was red. Her eyes was as watery as the ocean. She sniffed every time I walked closer to her. Mom, are you going to be okay? But before she could say anything, the front door slammed shut. I looked behind, and it was Sam and Jacob. Hey boys, go upstairs and take off your stuff, said Mom, grabbing another tissue. Okay. They did it with no question asked. I followed them up until I got to my room, and I walked back down with Jacob. Hey, Amy, what's wrong with Mom? I don't know. I intend to find out. I walked up to Mom and asked her again, but she turned away and told Sam to come here. What is it, Mommy? What's the matter? Sammy squealed. Mommy squealed, Mom, as she was never coming back. She cried once more on Sam's shoulder. I'm sorry, kids. I know how lost you are. Sam. Oh, it was Ethan. Looked tired as he did this morning. You guys, it's your father. Mom blew harder into the tissue. What about him? I asked. He's been shot, and there's nothing I can do about it, because he has a car at the police department. When your father has been working for the police for 20 years, and you hear this, it makes you think that it could be you next in line. Next thing you knew, it was my father's funeral, and I was devastated. All I can do was look at my father on his deathbed, knowing that this is going to be the last time I'm going to see him. It was hard to let go, but my friends always seemed to cheer me up. There was one day I was crying in the class, and I had tears coming down my cheeks. I was quiet, so no one would notice me, letting my head flop on my arms, not raising my hands, and just going my separate ways. Gigi walked up to me and smiled, and all she did was give me a hug of love and comfort, right in the middle of class, right when the teacher was talking. She didn't care of what anyone thought of her. She did it just to make me happy, and it did. She didn't try to choke me or squeeze me like Mom does, but she hugged me gently enough to make me sleep. I love Gigi. She's one of the closest friends that I've had. She has 10 siblings, Ashley, Luke, and I don't know the rest, but I'll get to know them if I ever get a chance to come over. Gigi and Luke are busy, and they tell me every time that we are making something in our lab. Their mom and dad are smart people. They let their kids make anything, and I mean anything. One time I saw Gigi bring in something for science. It was a paper that I can write on itself. It was technology that was that didn't have batteries. My apologies. It was cool because whenever the teacher says something, you didn't have to take notes. It had a built-up speaker or microphone so it can pick up from the sounds of your voice. You can sleep if you wanted to, and you'll have all the notes down safe. I bet you guys wish you could have that. She takes it wherever she goes. Gigi's like her mom. She's smart, beautiful, and talented over making things. I have another friend named Josh Hartz. He's related to Valentine's Hartz. He's funny and sometimes annoying. He reminds me of Jacob, but he's a lot more nicer. He wears a hat almost every day. He has curly blonde hair, and he talks about dyeing it, but me and Valentine says no almost every time. He's also a brother He also has a brother named Bustard. He doesn't show himself to me as much, but he's kinda cool, in a way. His mom is a nurse in CGH Hospital, down almost to where my school is at, and his stepdad is a Sterling police officer like my dad. Josh's dad is more strict. He forces Valentine to become a police officer like himself, even though she's in school and all. Valentine says she's okay with it, but I don't like it one bit. One day, I got up for school, and it was Friday. 3 more days until the last day of school. I was so excited. I was eating breakfast, and I said bye to Mom. Bye, sweetie. Have a good day. I closed the door and followed the sidewalk to my bus stop. While I was waiting, I saw a sunrise above the houses across the street. It was so beautiful, I decided to look at the variety of colors. It seemed like an artist painted with his paintbrush, making the blue, red, and purple meet. How the sun made it even brighter. I started thinking about how my day might turn out to be, and it seemed beautiful. My bus honked at me and spilled its wheels from when it stopped. It made me tremble, making me lose my balance, but I caught my balance once the door of the bus opened up. I carefully walked up the stairs, waving to everyone I knew, and sat next to my 2 best friends, Gigi and Josh. And that is all for today, and I'll read you the rest of it when I get a chance. See you in the next video.